I'm doing it for my daughter.
This guy, I've been thinking about lifting for 2 years now, and 300 pounds is the heaviest I can lift without breaking my back. I can't handle this weight anymore, though. I'm not sure why. I think about ending my life a lot. I'm 23 years old and soon to become an electrician. Do you have any advice to give? Sorry, I meant advice regarding suicide. All right, let's scroll down. That's crazy. You can't lift the weight anymore. Andy's thinking about offing himself. This was my response to him. And I said, suicide advice, I would say try every other option. At least.
Yeah.
Give yourself options. There are things that'll make you want to kill yourself that are things that are mechanical. You think it's because I thought things over and, life just really doesn't matter. And that's the conclusion I rationally came to with my mind. And really, the real answer is you didn't get enough sunlight. You know what I mean? Like there's things like you'll think that you came up with the most profound negative thought or the most like eye-opening, like this is the key to the universe. Really, nothing matters. And the reality of it is like you were hungry. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit happens all the time.
I'm gonna write an email about it. Right at peak hunger.
Well, I'm glad he emailed me. I hope he doesn't kill himself. But and there's a medication. I know our buddy, we won't say his name, but he's on. There's a medication that makes you not want to kill yourself, and he takes it, and it's like $1,500 a month. It's like some crazy antidepressant. I won't say his name, but it's one of these kids that's super, super fucked up.
I can't even believe that's real.
Yeah, I said that Reddit would be a good resource and not as a joke because those guys are suicidal, and at least some of them have to have the life hack to fix that. I think, honestly, the catch-all, though, is testosterone. You got to get your T levels checked. Before you think anything, yeah. Before you think anything, before you think anything that you think is wrong with you, get your T levels checked.
I think if you're going to operate in low T levels like I have for the past fucking 17 years or diminishing testosterone levels, get really interested into certain things because I also think a hobby could also eat up that negative compounding brain behavior.
Probably. Like
just getting even like 5 things that you like like, all right, I'm going to blow my head off. Or I've always wanted to...
these pachinko machines are dope.
I could probably take one apart, clean the parts, put it back together.
These antique 1960s Japanese pachinko machines are actually like looking into a little world. And I'm obsessed with it.
Let me go far into that. Let me go around hunting for them.
Why not?
I think about that with I don't know. I whatever. I think antiquing's a good one too.
Antiquing's a good one.
Because when you antique, if you're good, I think you're antiquing alone. Mm-hmm. You're looking for treasures. Mm-hmm.
It's like burglary. You're literally a treasure hunter and a burglar. If you do that.
All I'm trying to do is steal these old woman's things.
And there's an adventurous spirit to it, like Captain Jack Sparrow.
It's got Zelda music on when you do it. What's the Zelda music? The hunter.
The hunter. The hunter and the hunted. You don't want to be the hunted. But that's my very serious advice. If you have any kind of malady afflicting you right now, before you go into any other type of potential solution, including suicide, get your blood work done and see what your testosterone levels are. Very serious advice. The only two things, I've taken every vitamin under the sun. I have fucking all those vitamins out there. Mm-hmm. The only thing that's ever made a difference in any possible way is testosterone and vitamin D.
And the only ones that's ever made a difference to me on the other side of the spectrum are cigarettes and Murano art glass. Life-changing.
There you have it. The 4 quadrants of mental health. Testosterone, vitamin D, cigarettes, and Murano art glass. If this kid went out and bought some Murano art glass, he'd probably fucking...
stare at it after you buy it.
Exactly.
Like I do, like a fucking freak. Like this.
Then I also said, if you're really at your wit's end, go do something radically different or unexpected. Try to shake yourself out of that perspective. Go on a trip somewhere. Get on a bus. Go to Mexico. People don't understand how profoundly their environment affects them. If you're in a crappy apartment, that's like a death sentence.
Yeah.
If you're in a place where there's loud neighbors or there's like the smell of smoke that you can't escape, or you've got low ceilings, so many people walk around in low ceilings like it's
nothing.
Like they don't even worry about it.
You know what's a thing that's overlooked too? Swimming holes.
Mm-hmm. You go to a swimming hole, you're set for
free
a week.
Pool.
You're set for a week.
Jump in a swimming hole.
You're set for a week.
You ever been to a swimming hole?
No.
Yeah, you did. You went with me. Remember we went to the fucking floated down the river and we were doing flips off the rocks?
In Montana?
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Best thing ever, right?
That was insane. And also, see if you can do something helpful. If you're going to kill yourself, see if you can do something that helps people first. What could you do?
Organize your parents' garage.
What could you do? Okay, let's go to Dad wants me to go on meds. Fuck is this? Sam, I'm really fucked up right now. 3-hour-long argument/lecture with my dad about how I don't give people chances anymore. And I let out to him that I think most everyone is the same personality-wise, and that I've almost given up on women, not because I can't get laid, but because I've grown to hate how all girls my age seem to be dumbass whores who like the same shit and have the same opinions. He said to stop judging everyone, but I don't want to. I'm literally always proven right by my initial judgments, and it's made me hate this world. For the longest time, I truly tried not to judge people on first glance, but after about 4 years of doing that, I gave up because I was sick of pretending to myself that don't always act like that those Marvel guys don't all act the same and whatnot. He wants me to get on medication and become some sort of numb, plastic, regular, happy person. And while I admit I'm not happy, I think meds will really fuck up my 22-year-old mind. You're correct. I said to him that if he were the same age as me right now, he would be the same as I am, but he lied and said that he wouldn't even blah, blah, blah. I've never had a disaster like this before, blah, blah, blah. Should I actually get on meds? No, you shouldn't. Okay. No, you can't medicate yourself. It's a really bad idea. The medication stuff, there's super rare instances where that type of thing is needed. And most of the time you need to get sunlight. You need to get physically active. You need to change your mental and clean up your act. Put a jacket on if it's cold outside. Okay? It's freezing.
If it's cold. It's freezing.
It's freezing and you're wearing shorts? What is wrong with you?
Put some sweatpants on.
You're wearing socks and sandals?
I don't know. That's that pigeonholing thing that happens when you're like 22 to 24.
It's the autistic mind. You want things to be logical. You want things to fit in containers and be easily categorizable and to work well. You want puzzle pieces to fit together, and that's really not the way anything is. This goes back to my own experience. I thought I was the best artist. I thought that I was going to be making millions of dollars and being lauded for my art, for my illustration or whatever, and finding out that success in any arena, whatever it is largely about how well you play with others, how well socialized you are. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you have to swallow the pill. But the good news is if you're humorous at elaborating your hatred upon people, even if it's that bad.
I don't think this guy's humorous about elaborating his hatred upon people.
Well, he wrote a fucking letter. I mean, I think in public that kid would probably go have a beer somewhere and be like, yeah, look at this total tramp right here. God, I'd love to fucking puke on her on demand and hit her with a wine bottle. But he could. And there's our people that'll be like, yeah, man, I hate that. Wow, that's a really bitter hate.
I feel like this is like a super common idea that people have. Where it's like everybody's stupid. Everybody's so stupid.
Yeah.
And it's like the thing I said about NFTs. Like you don't get a prize for being right. Like if I wanted to be a hater and be on Twitter and be like, these NFTs are shit. This art is shit. They suck. You don't get money. You don't get a prize for that. You don't get rewarded for that in any way. Like being a misanthrope. First of all, it's overly simplistic. Like it's you want you're deliberately throwing away the small fragments of salvageable good in people and in scenarios because it's easy to do so. It's easy to be like, to look at the 95% of stuff that sucks and ignore the 5% and have your sort of your worldview and everything be based on the 95% of like garbage that's out there, like mediocrity. And I think it's a mistake to do that. It's also a mistake to argue with your father, like pretending like your dad is a real person and not a collection of like broken record things that he's been saying for 50 years. You can't argue with your parents. All this shit of like thinking that your parents are a sounding board for the stuff that you read on 4chan. Like it doesn't work.
That's like asking your socks for tax advice.
Yeah, exactly. I talked to my mom, and we were I really wanted to scream at her that the Christmas parade running over thing was a BLM terrorist attack, but instead I just said, "Oh, Mom, that's crazy. You're locked up in a room worried about COVID? That's terrible, Mom. I love you. You're the best." Like my mom sits in a room with a mask on, getting vaccinated daily. Like my mom is literally like patient 17 at the hospital. She's like fucking mask on all the time, never touch anything, hand sanitizer, all this types of things. What am I supposed to do? Scream, "Mom, didn't you see on Twitter and 4chan the are doing the COVID conspiracy? You're playing into the NWO's hands right now." Like that goes, and that's like this type of thing.
You're right.
This type of thing right here, I can't get laid because these fucking whores. There's whores everywhere. Like, yeah, there's whores everywhere, and then there's like one good girl that you can find, that you'll eventually find if you chill out and you make yourself attractive to the opposite sex. What's your appeal? What's attractive about this kid? Okay, let's go on a date. Okay, you're the hottest girl ever. Okay, I'm this kid.
Hey, how are you, Sammy?
I just hate these people. Yeah. This guy over here, he doesn't know anything about cryptocurrency.
Oh, you should learn about the cryptocurrency. It's very important.
My point is like
I'm cool though, right? You said I'm cool. No, it's like Black Lives Matter terrorism was definitely the motive.
All right, okay.
Come on, cryptocurrency and people are whores are very dangerous. I don't even want to see people anymore. My dad is stupid.
Well, you're the sexiest girl I've ever heard.
I love you too.
Let's get married.
Let's have a farm. You can practice all your skills, because you're probably good at being such a real human. You'll probably demonstrate all your building and your skills, right? Right? You have lots of skills. Like
not yet.
No, you can get them.
But I could.
You could learn them.
I could build a log cabin.
You could.
I could.
And you're going to, right?
I was going to play League of Legends.
Oh, that's not going to build a log cabin.
For 40 hours.
Oh. Does that look like what men see in whores? Do women see that with guys who play League of Legends for 40 hours? Is that as equally as genitalia toxic to women? No?
You just don't get it. You don't get why I'm a genius.
Oh, but I do. I think you're very smart and you have a genius brain. Oh, why are you so down on yourself, Brett? You have a lot, but
Josh,
why are you so bent out of shape? You play League of Legends for 40 hours. That is worse than my friend Kara sticking a glass dildo up her ass for $1,700 a day. Mm-hmm. Isn't it? Do you get paid for the League of Legends?
No.
I'm at kind of a crossroads here, Josh. Yeah. Help me get across it.
Yeah. So, look, when you're young, you think that you are above all the people who are fucking up, and what's really important to focus on is that you don't fuck up, and the rest of the stuff is noise that you have to tune out. That's all I'll say. But definitely don't get on medication, but just don't argue with your dad. When my mom goes off, I don't become Alex Jones. I just go, "Mom, I love you." Because what if she dies? What if your dad fucking dies 2 hours after you have this conversation? You don't get it, Dad. The normies. You're just another normie like them. He dies. He has a heart attack from the. What are you gonna do? I was right. He died. Spike proteins. He died from the vaccine. Ha ha, Dad. Just fucking chill out. Okay. They call it concealing your power level. You got to conceal your power level. That's what it is.